Let's talk about changing the clock. When you come to sit down, just walk up and look at it, and then just go sit down.
I was just gonna play a joke.
Yeah.
Jokes are good. It'd be funny.
Yes. Make sure you're on camera. See, you're not going to be on camera right there. You got to make sure when you do it, you're going to be right. See, look, there you are.
This is a total joke.
Right there. No, you should do it. When you walk up to be sit down, just come and grab the clock.
Now take the battery out if you want to stay there.
Probably uncouth.
Yeah.
Now, Justin, do we need to take the battery out so that it will stay on that time?
Of course, yeah.
There you go.
Right now.
All right, don't skin me alive.
No, I'm enjoying this.
That is hilarious.
Okay. Yeah. Because I know Andy is gonna try and figure this out now, even though it's a break.
I know, a lot of people are gonna be on this right now.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh my God.
Everyone's gonna wonder.
I love it. I love it. They will do. They'll figure. They will. I think when you walk in the scene, though, you should go up. When you're coming to sit down, you should go up and look at it, and then just
Like you're
kind
looking
of.
at the time.
Yeah, like the way you got up in the Netflix show and went to the clock. Yeah, just kind of go. And be like, no, I'll leave it alone, and then sit down.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Woo! All right.
I'm sorry, you might get more email after this.
Blame you.
All right, here we go. I got this one on already. It's rolling. I'm about to start here because I gotta hit a couple things and then I'm gonna move. You got it. You got everything started. Okay, so
I am.
go live. And guys, if anybody pulls up the live stream, please put it on mute. Do not let it. If I hear myself, I will go crazy. I'll be like, oh my God, who's playing the stream? Okay. All right.
Oh, now we gotta do it so we can, play the echo into the.
Okay, we are live.
It echoed 3 times.
Off. And okay. Hello, everybody coming in. Sorry, just want to check and make sure all the settings are ready to go. Welcome. For those of you that know what to do, share the live. Thanks for coming in. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Sandal, just like a shoe. You can call me Flip Flop, Nike, Reebok, Timberland, pretty much anything shoe related. I have been known to, answer to. And today we have a little bit of this. I mean, this is still coffee talk, where you would normally bring the topics and I bring my face. However, today we have a little bit more something special planned. So for those of you that don't know, you're not going to want to miss this. You're going to want to stay and share the live out. And for those of you that are here for that reason, thank you for coming. So before we introduce our guest, I want to give really quick special thanks to a few people in my community. Buffy, you know who you are. My moderators, Jason, Rain Country Bougie, thank you for help. And so I'm going to go ahead without further ado and tell you who's coming, but I'm going to let him tell you who he is. But then I'm really grateful that he's here today. So Justin Posey, would you like to join us? Applause, applause, applause. Justin. Oh.
Should I miss this?
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. That's interesting. All right. Have a seat, Justin. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Wonderful. It's really good to see you. For everybody that's new here, for those of you that do not know who Justin is, I would like to have him kind of give us an idea of why people are buzzing about Justin Posey these days, and why would I invite you to my stream, Justin?
That's a great question. Well, I hit a treasure. I guess that's the short of it.
That's the best part.
Yeah. I mean, there was a Netflix series that came out earlier this year called Golden Greed, and I was one of the participants in that series. And I hate to spoil the ending, but there is a treasure hidden out there somewhere in the American West, and only one person can find it. And I hope it's you.
Yay!
Yeah.
So I want to give a huge special thanks for Justin for coming here today. Thank you so much. Myself and my community are thrilled to be talking to you today. I also would like to special thanks to the Elkhorn staff, Ashley, Brandon, Sammy, the rest of everybody. You guys know who you are. Thank you so much for everything you did to help. Debbie at the bookstore, thank you so much for being involved in this, even though you're not here today. And I want to let everybody know that we do have 3 books, signed books, to give away from this event. In order to be registered to win those books, there is another event. If you've already registered for this event, it is not that. You have to register for this so that your name can go in a randomizer. What you're going to do is you're going to click my face up at the top of the screen, way up there, click my face, and then there's going to be a white box pop up at the bottom of the screen, and you're going to see live event, and it'll say book giveaway. Just register for that event, make sure that you're registered, and then show up for the live stream. Add it to your calendar and show up so you can see the names that are called for these 3 winning books that are right here. And we can probably, considering these right here, I'm hoping we could get you to sign these. Can we get your signature on these? Is that okay? It might already be there.
I was gonna say, if you got them from Debbie, they're probably
It is. They already signed. But I might get him to put an extra little something, like a smiley face or something in there for you. Thank you, Justin.
Of course, thanks for auction or giving away the books. That's really cool.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to be a part of that, make sure you register for that. Also, we are going to be opening up to some questions, or Justin's opening up to some questions. So feel free during the live chat to put questions, any questions that you've been dying to know about this treasure hunt. If you want to know, start putting them in the chat. And then we do have people checking through those and writing down stuff that they think Justin might be interested in listening to. And we'll see. We'll see if your question makes it here after I'm done with my 42 questions.
An oddly specific number. And I have not looked at any of these questions for clarity.
I just really like the number 42.
Coming.
Please don't kick me under the table for some of these.
That's a solid number.
It's a solid number. All right. All right. First of all, can we start by talking about what is today, like as far as a special day and like purposes and stuff? You know what I'm talking about? Please.
I suspect you're referring to National Public Land Day.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm referring to.
So it is one of the few times where you can actually get into all of the national land for free. So I encourage everybody to get out there and explore everything it has to offer. Just be responsible. Yeah.
I like it. So why, speaking of public lands, that puts me right in the beginning of my questioning, why are the public lands so important to you and the people of the United States?
Oh gosh. For me, it's something that's deeply personal. Growing up and the time that I spent in the public lands throughout the U.S. was one of the best experiences of my life. And I think that's my biggest fear is the newer generations that grow up and don't have that relationship or contact with the national lands. And I think that without having that deep connection, there's always a chance that people get disconnected, and that disconnection can lead to unwarranted things like fear or just not caring. And I think that's the worst thing that could happen. So my hope is that everybody gets out there, and this is a way to enable that.
That's amazing. I personally didn't know a lot about them and didn't spend a lot of my childhood. And the more I've been out on my journey, for those of you that don't know, I sold all my belongings and moved into a Toyota Prius 3 years ago to travel the United States. So the more I've gotten out here and experienced them, I'm so grateful for them. And I care so much about leave no trace ethics and letting everybody know as much as I can about these public lands and getting out here and using them and preserving them and taking care of them, and all of us partnering together for that.
You get it.
Yes. So what could be the impact of losing them, these or national parks?
Well, I think it's a pretty profound impact, and there's a lot of ways that this can happen. It's not always direct. For instance, people can purchase private property that surround a public space, and in effect they landlock it so that the public loses access. But it can be much more direct, where the categorization or the classification of the land can change in a way that is destructive to every animal that calls it home. So I think it's serious business, and it's something that probably not enough people know about. And it's actually one of those things that's very easy to lose, but very hard to gain back. It's really rare for public land to become private and then segue back to public again. I could probably count on maybe 2 hands the number of times that's ever happened. But that's my big concern, is that each year the amount of effectively public land reduces. And if we're not careful over time, we could lose that.
And the lack of awareness is
That
key.
is central, yes.
So just about like when you and I met the first night, when I heard about this treasure hunt, I got so excited because it brought up childhood, Goonies, and just all the stuff. Everybody, I'm sure so many people can relate with that and how exciting it came to you when you heard about it. And then I heard about the show called Golden Greed, and I wanted really badly to align myself with this and you, because I could just tell your purpose is just way beyond greed. So I didn't really like the title a whole lot. Is this, it's a topic of conversation that we had the first night we met. How do you feel about that? Or have you had your thought processes on?
Yeah, interesting. I mean, the title specifically, it would not have been my top choice. As I understand it, it had a different title kind of leading up to launch, and the title was changed towards the end, I think, more than anything to be kind of a shock and awe or draw people in.
Yeah.
And I understand the necessity for that, especially with today's algorithms.
Sure.
But it wasn't my top choice.
Yeah. I just feel like your purpose about it is really, it's not even all about the gold and the greed. It's about getting people outside and adventure.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose you do need a way to draw people in.
For sure. One of the many purposes of my journey, again, is I realized that my comfort zone was in essence killing me. And I moved into a Prius to get out of it daily, to get out of that comfort zone and to get uncomfortable and to live and to truly live instead of just waiting to die. So I would like you to expound on the meaning of Beyond the Map's Edge to you, because I heard you mention something about that.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time thinking about the title. And it was kind of a double-edged sword. I really liked the title, but I didn't want people to read into it to think that, the treasure must be beyond the map, the edge of the map that I created in the book. So I realized there can be some confusion there. But what I was trying to convey is that everybody has a comfort zone. And I think that especially as you grow older, like that comfort zone just gets reinforced and it just gets harder to break out. It's all about that routine. And so I wanted to encourage people to get beyond their routine and try something different. And that edge is different for each person, but when you find it.
Yes.
And if you just step across, I think most people maybe feel a little bit more alive than they used to.
I love that. So on a serious note, can we hear your pickle story?
Wait. Now I don't even know what the pickle story is.
What?
Oh no, which pickle story?
Which pickle story, he said. So one of the interviews that you did, you mentioned that there was a funny story about a pickle that maybe you would expound on later, and I want to hear your pickle story.
There is a pickle story.
There's a pickle story.
Oh boy. Sure. So for the sake of time and to not put everybody totally to sleep, I'll abbreviate this a little bit, but there was a time when I lived in Washington and my brothers had all come to visit, and I think it was around the time that they legalized marijuana in the state of Washington.
Okay.
And so there was a discussion one evening. I had never tried it in my life, and there was a discussion one evening about maybe...
Hold on, we may have to stop that conversation because of AI. AI, that was just a joke. That was just a joke.
Oh boy.
That was just a joke. Just kidding, AI. TikTok, we love TikTok Shop.
We were bound by the
We
algorithm.
love TikTok shop. Yeah, the algorithms. We're just kidding. That was a joke, and
We might
there's
need
none of.
to
no-
try that story another time.
We'll
though,
try
because
that.
it only
story.
goes off the rails from here.
Yeah, that's like. Okay, yeah, just
Hey,
kidding.
you did ask.
I did ask. I was just kidding. And AI, please forgive that. All right. So, speaking of AI, perfect segue. With the work that you do in cybersecurity, in the comments that you've made about the treasure hunting and the future of AI, and how difficult it currently is, and how quickly it's going to get more and more difficult. As you know, a lot of us, myself including, have said that if we find your treasure, that we're going to rehide it. So our plan is to keep this hunt going. And I'm not the only one. I know there's quite a few other hunters out there. Thank you for those gifts. I just saw it. There's quite a few other hunters out there that feel the same way. And we would like to keep this adventure going. So in your professional opinion, do you think that's even possible? Or going to be possible?
I don't know. AI is progressing rapidly. It's actually exponential growth, which I think as humans, it's actually kind of hard for us to comprehend. I mean, we didn't even have exponential growth during the Industrial Revolution. So it is unprecedented in many forms. But I mean, I appreciate the sentiment of people wanting to rehide the treasure when it's found. I do want to be clear, like I'm not going to put any stipulations on people or expectations. Like whoever finds it, it's totally up to them. But if it so happened that they were interested in rehiding at least a portion of it and they needed some assistance, then yeah, I would help.
Oh, because that leads me to my next question. When I find your treasure, will you help me make a book and poem to make it as AI proof as possible? So yeah, he says he'll
We can
help.
work that out.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Such a good sport. All right. So we're around, is it 6 months into this? How many months into this are we?
That's about right, give or take.
Okay. Do you have a best and worst experience so far during this 6 months?
Oh yeah. The worst experience I can't really talk about for a number of reasons.
AI.
No, not AI. It's more just around personal privacy and promises that have been made. But yeah, on the positive front, it's the simple things. Like I'll come here to the lodge and somebody will come in with their kids. There was a woman in here a few weeks ago, and she and her family had never been camping before, like ever. And you know, very little time outside the city, and this treasure hunt was the catalyst that they needed to actually go out and camp and have an adventure as a family. And that alone is worth it to me.
That's literally life-changing for people. That's great. That's really great. And I like that you didn't give us the worst anyway, because I don't want to hear the bad stuff. So let me get this straight real quick, because I like to talk about food.
Who doesn't?
So you're disgusted by prawn, but you literally compete in cooking mud prawn?
I want to be clear.
I need to understand how that works.
There is a distinctive difference.
Not that, I mean, they're so close. They're so close.
Have you smelled each of them independently?
I can't say that I've gotten too much into the mud prawn. I like the regular, you know, the ones that scare you and stuff. Nightmare.
Well, crawdads or mud prawns, they smell kind of like earthy. And they have a completely different smell than a shrimp. A shrimp is just
more seafoody.
Yeah, it's that. I can't even.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you really gonna go there right now? I can see it on your face. And the funny thing is whenever I was boots on the ground, actually listening to your book, I was crossing Crawfish Creek when you were telling the story about the crawdads and like doing your things, and I thought that was kind of neat, right? So would you ever consider hiding another treasure?
Possibly. Kind of depends on how this one goes. You know, it's
15 years later.
I mean, I think I just see it as an iterative process, and I'm sure I've done a lot of things wrong that I may or may not know about yet. And as time goes on, they I'm sure, like, in retrospect, we can look at this and say, oh man, like, Justin screwed up this, and that. Like, it could be better.
All the things. No.
No, but that's good, right? Like, I appreciate the case study and the opportunity to make it better in the future. And if it's not me, then great, somebody.
So that's a possibility that okay.
Stranger things have happened.
Okay. And this kind of goes back to something we already talked about, but does any part of you hope that whoever finds it does rehide it or hide another treasure or keeps it going?
Yeah, I think that's, I don't really want to set any expectations on whoever finds it. Like, it's completely up to them how they want to chart a path forward. And, you know, hiding a treasure is not for the faint of heart. I mean, I went into this eyes wide open. You know, there are a lot of perils and risks involved. And I think, I mean, I would be much more reticent to do this, especially if I had kids, because I'm aware of the negative aspects that tend to crop up, especially over time.
Yeah.
So to each his own, I guess.
Okay. Is there another type of treasure, aside from the physical treasure, that you hope people discover with this?
Yes. And I think that's a little bit different for everybody. This treasure hunt was really created, I mean, the treasure is a means to an end. And I think what, or at least what I hope and the messages that I've received, is that a lot of people are realizing something profound about themselves along the journey. And I think that's infinitely more important than the gold itself. Yeah. But sometimes it just takes a little bit of a incentive to get people off the couch and out and about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So, what would you like the biggest takeaway from the whole treasure hunting experience to be for people, whether they find the treasure or not?
I mean, I created the treasure hunt for a few different reasons, but probably the biggest takeaway is that we should, you know, machines these days, we've created these machines that feed us our own anger. And why? I mean, it's like hate clicks louder than love. And I think the greatest trick the algorithm ever played on us is convincing us that understanding each other is the enemy of being right. And so I don't think the revolution is choosing sides. I think it's remembering that there are no sides at all, and that we should all embrace our similarities.
Sorry. Songs. Right. So yeah, that's great. So again, about food. I like food. I mentioned I like food. You said that okra is your favorite food, and I'm from South Carolina. So I'm just very curious if you're familiar that there's a place in South Carolina, Irmo, South Carolina, that has an okra strut. Have you ever been?
Okra strut?
Yeah, it's a whole festival about okra. It's a whole festival.
How did I not know about it?
Yeah, you should go. I've never been. I mean, I grew up there, but I've never been. But I'm sure it's great.
I'm gonna bump this up my list immediately.
That's great. We should. Maybe there's a clue at the okra strut this year in Irmo, South Carolina. So I was gonna ask you if you would ever consider going to South Carolina to go to the okra strut.
Absolutely.
That's kind of cool, right?
Sounds awesome.
Have you ever had pickled okra?
Yes, I love it.
That's an extra question. That wasn't 42. Pickled okra is so great. So great. Put it in a martini. What? All right. Have you ever had an opportunity to use your grandma's fancy handmade sweater again?
Huh. I still have that sweater.
That was the next question. Do you still have it? Yes. Sorry, I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall where it's at. I know I have it somewhere. But I don't know, it feels like wearing it again would like...
Is it in a 60-pound box? I'm sorry. Sorry. Can I help you go retrieve it? No.
It is in a box.
Sorry, I didn't
no,
cut you
you're
off.
totally. I mean, you know, I think like I don't know. I feel like by wearing it again, it would kind of strip the mystique from it, you know, or
That's
something. I'm strange about those things.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and that was D. You still have it. Awesome. So, all right, now this is a very serious question, Justin, and I need you to take some thought before you answer.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Can I borrow? And will you teach me how to use your micro expression software? I need you to think real hard on this, Justin. I love to learn, you know. I got a great brain. I'm a good student.
I believe you. Yeah, wow. You know, I think like the thing about it is that software is probably pretty antiquated compared to what you can do nowadays.
We could build
with
more.
AI.
We could build more.
Well, we can absolutely do it. There's actually some really cool open source projects that kind of revolve around that. And I have considered open sourcing what I had before, but it feels kind of lame now compared to what exists these days. It felt really cutting edge at the time, but
It was.
I'm sure we could work something out. Yeah.
What was that? Oh, I feel special. All right, thank you. Do you prefer protractors or compasses?
Well, that would depend on the task at hand.
This was a volunteered question from someone else.
I could tell, yeah.
So I just wanted to put that in there for you. See if maybe you got a favorite. Maybe you got a favorite out of the two.
I mean, you know, if I'm drafting...
Sam's the task. just
Sans.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I mean, if I was drafting something at a desk, I think a protractor would largely be preferred. But if I'm out and about in the woods or wilderness, then a compass. How's that?
Okay, I'll just leave it there. So some of these questions have come from other people. Would watching either The Goonies or A River Runs Through It be useful in relation to the hunt? And have you seen these movies?
I have seen the movies. Would they be helpful in relation to the hunt? I can hear a pin drop. I mean, I don't know what the term would be. If you're trying to like pre-game it before an adventure and you want some excitement, like The Goonies is a strong pick. You know, it's funny. I watched The Goonies years after I had originally seen it as a kid, and I rewatched it. I'm like, gosh, this is a lot of kids just screaming.
But we relate to that as kids,
right?
You know,
but back in the day, like
treasure.
It was one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yes.
Right? So I think it's just kind of a matter of perspective. But yeah, I think I don't know if they're like hardcore helpful, but
Baby Ruth. It's a clue.
I can confirm or deny.
I can confirm or deny. I love it. Real quick, since we're into some treasure questions, do not forget, chat. You guys feel free to flood the chat with any questions that you have for Justin, any things that you've been wanting to get him to answer. We do have someone filtering through those, looking at questions, writing them down for him. Also, while you're at it, do me a favor. Click my face up in the top left of the screen. I have it mirrored so they can read the stuff on the screen. Where up there? Thank you. Above his head. My face is up there. If you could click that, and then there's going to be a white box at the bottom of the screen, and they're just going to say live event down there. Click that. OMG in a tree. Click that at the bottom of the screen. It'll say a live event for I think it's October the 2nd, and it says book giveaway. Register for that event. That is the roster for the names that will be randomly drawn for these 3 signed books from Mr. Posey himself. So, how far is the treasure from the bride?
You just jump right into that one, huh?
Jump in there like swimwear.
Let's see. How far is the treasure from the bride?
That was the question.
Well, that's all a matter of perspective, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the answer?
That's
Is that your final answer? All right. Okay, so can a Prius, my Prius, get within a mile of the treasure?
Can a Prius, I mean, boy.
This is a really good question.
It is.
I live in a Prius, in case you forgot. In case y'all forgot.
Kind of tricky. I think I'm going to punt on that question, but not for maybe the reason people think. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So, can someone who flies to search for the treasure with just what they're allowed to carry in a carry-on, would they be able to find it? Like, do they need anything larger?
Oh, I see. It's possible to figure out where it's at. Yeah.
Okay. Again, another serious question. Do you hope to live to be a centenarian, or would you prefer to live out your days as a centurion?
A Roman commander with 100 individuals at your command? Wow, that's a tough choice.
Or a centaur, half man, half horse, or whatever
A
that
centaur.
one is.
Wait, now I got 3 choices.
Or however it sounds to you. Or a centenarian. Which is?
You tell me.
You tell me, do you know, Sandal? Someone who lives to be 100. Would you like to live to be 100, Justin?
So for people that don't know,
You're going to give them backstory about me?
I
Be
am.
careful. This could bite you.
I'm going to take my risk. I'm going to take a risk here. Boy, this is probably a few weeks ago. It was actually right here at the Elkhorn Lodge. Santa was having a conversation, and she kept talking about the centurion, and I'm listening intently. I'm trying to understand, like, why are we talking about these Romans? And at some point, I think I realized maybe it was centenarian.
And he says to me, just for clarification, are we speaking about centenarians or centaurians? And and I can't tell you how many times in my live stream I've talked about centenarians I'll explain later. But anyways, yeah, thanks, Justin.
Anytime.
We won't talk about what that moment is for you right now, maybe later.
Oh, I deserve it at this point.
You deserve it at this point?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go public with that story?
It's okay.
Okay, we're doing it. We're just gonna raw dog it. So that moment right there, that centenarian moment, that is my equivalence to Justin's raw dog moment. So let me explain what this means. The first night that we were all having conversations,
No.
Justin used the term raw dog somehow. I don't know exactly how it came up in conversation, but he said it. And it was clear to me that I don't think that he realized exactly where this term might have started. So I'm like, Justin, do you know what that word means? He says it's to. What does it mean, Justin?
Well, I thought it meant to concentrate very hard for an extended period of time.
So this is what Justin thought that it meant. So when he said that, so I'm like, oh my God, Justin's over here in Silicon Valley using the term raw dog, and then his face just dropped. He was mortified. Like, I thought I can't. This is the funniest moment of my entire life. I'm standing there about to cry for him. His face, and he's like, I did use it there. He said, tell him what you said in the meeting, Justin.
I was over there for some advisory meetings and VC meetings, and you're trying to break the ice, it's like, you're trying to get to know everybody, and they were talking about the Uber drive over, and I said, well, yeah, I mentioned that I had raw dogged it the whole way over in the Uber, meaning that I was concentrating very hard in preparation for the meeting. I don't think it came out that way. The meeting went downhill from there.
And he had no idea why until like a couple weeks ago.
Broke the ice.
Yeah, so
The ice
good.
was broken.
So that was-
unceremoniously, but yeah.
My Centaurian moment is raw dog. So these are.
I think I got the short end of the stick.
It's pretty funny. Yours is funnier. All right. So, why won't you say whether or not the treasure's buried?
Well, that's an abrupt shift. Why won't I? Well, one of the reasons is because I think, depending on how long this lasts, there's a chance that AI could have an advantage if it understood whether or not it was buried. I don't really want to expound on that too much, but that's
That makes a
the
lot of
meat it.
sense. Okay. Is the checkpoint a fence post?
I cannot confirm or deny.
Oh! Ooh, ding, 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 ding. I need a bell. Tick, 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 tick. All right. So, this is Brandon. I told you I wouldn't be able to read my writing at some point. Mentioned. That says mentioned. I was gonna say, can you help me out over here? You previously mentioned. I'm like a PhD over here. You previously mentioned in an interview that you would consider telling us at a later date whether the checkpoint is boots on the ground or if you could find it at home. Have you decided to answer that yet?
Well, maybe this isn't quite the answer people are looking for, but I think that, I think what I found is the more I talk, I think maybe the more it confuses people. So I'm just nervous about trying to clarify further because I feel like I'm only going to muddy the water more. But at the risk of doing that, I will say I think that there's a perceived conflict between when I said, if you solve the poem in its entirety, it'll take you to an exact spot for retrieval, versus there is a boots on the ground component to this treasure hunt. So you are not going to find where the treasure's at by just doing everything from home. You will have to be boots on the ground for a portion of it. But if you solve everything the poem has to offer you, it will take you to a pretty exact spot. I don't know if that answers your question, but
it's good.
That's
That's
what
good.
I have to offer.
That's good. Have you answered the question whether or not there are more than 9 clues or exactly how many there are?
I think I said there's at least 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. At least 10.
In the poem.
In the poem. Okay. You mentioned in your Dylan Q&A that no one had figured out the cipher yet. Is that still the case? That you know of?
As far as I know, no one has figured out the cipher yet. And I think it's at a point where I'm actually a little surprised. I think it's at a point where I might start kind of providing a little bit of clarity there to nudge people toward it. And
You can do that now. Let's go.
I would actually like to. I think it'll take a little preparation though to phrase it precisely how I want.
A little deciphering.
Decipher the cipher. So the cipher, more than anything, is a nod to what the container is.
Yes.
So I don't want people to get the impression that, oh my gosh, I need to know advanced cryptography or something in order to figure all this out. It was just something I couldn't resist putting in, but it's something that, this particular cipher is very approachable. It's nothing advanced. You don't need a math degree to figure this out or anything like that.
Okay.
But it's just kind of a fun, playful thing that I put in, more than anything, to just give a nod to the container and make it a little bit more fun.
Well, on the math degree, basically, you said that there was a more technical clue that is in there, that you mentioned that there was one person in the world that you thought had solved it. Is that clue more public now, or is it still, we still looking at that one person?
As far as I know, it's still that one person overseas, not in the United States. And I might have mistakenly said a he before. It is actually a she.
Sweet, okay.
And, arguably the technical clue could actually require a little bit of technical expertise, but it's not like a super critical clue. I mean, you can absolutely find the treasure without solving that. But I think just over time, it'll naturally be something that comes out. It's just I don't think anybody else has figured it out quite yet.
Yeah, because you said also there's kind of multiple solves too, right? Like multiple angles you could kind of solve the whole thing, right?
Yeah, so I felt like it's kind of like safeguards, in case certain aspects of the treasure hunt the mechanics don't work for whatever reason, then there are other ways to approach it so that you end up finding it either way.
Okay. Okay. This is another one I need you to think about. Okay. Serious thought goes into this, Justin. Is there any form of bribery that would work to get you to tell us what the treasure container is, or another clue about what it is today? Any form of bribery. Elkhorn mug. I mean, I got you.
So
yippee-ki-yay! Thank you. That put it on both of us. Appreciate that.
What
Sorry, it was a cowboy hat and mustaches.
Oh,
we were cowboys
missed
at the
it.
table for a second. Appreciate that.
I'm supposed to think long and hard about this?
Yeah, bribery. Yeah. What kind of bribery?
No. No. You tried though.
I thought you were gonna be like, I mean, you got 100, something. I thought you were thinking of what to bribe you with, not like yes or no. Gosh.
Yeah, I
got me
should
all worked
actually,
up.
so I actually posted at some point like the statistics of the treasure hunt that included the number of bribery attempts, which have grown substantially since then. I should probably put another post with the updated statistics, but yeah, you name it, I've probably heard it at this point.
Okay, well then, how about this? Can I put this question again at the end of today's live and see if you feel indifferently about me after all this is over?
I don't know if I should be concerned.
I think we're gonna stick it at the back. We're gonna put that right
That's
back
gonna
there.
make it 43 questions.
It is what repeats don't count. So in the Dylan Q&A, you mentioned there were 2 really obvious hints in the Netflix series that no one's brought up yet. Is that still the case?
Nope, people have figured that out.
Okay, and I was gonna say, is to Piggy, will you give us this? Will you say what they were or no? Or anything about them, or a hint to the second clue is what I was gonna ask, because you gave a hint to the first clue in the Dylan Q&A, and I was gonna ask for a hint.
I
to the
mean, I
second
don't
one.
want to put like too fine a point on it, like, anybody who peruses the various forums, like, it's kind of all over the place at this point.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Have you in any interview that you've done mentioned any section of the map that you show on the front of your website to be free from the search? So not like a specific state or like the Southwest or the like Northwest or any. Have you said anything out of that map that pops up on your website? Have you said any of that is free from the search?
You mean like eliminated?
Correct.
I see.
Sorry for the.
No, that makes sense. I haven't eliminated anything at this point. I think last time somebody asked me this, probably still consistent there, and that is there's a potential book event in March in Tucson called the Tucson Festival of Books.
March 3rd, my birthday. Oh, sorry.
You're 11 days off.
Okay.
Or maybe 10 days off.
It's getting excited.
13th or 14th. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So March in
But-
Tucson.
Yeah, if that works out. I mean, it's very competitive. I don't anticipate actually, getting an invite. But if it does work out, I think that's probably the time where I might start eliminating a little bit of or maybe a significant portion of the search area.
Okay.
I haven't decided.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. So you've mentioned that one of the songs may be a clue. Is that a song from the Netflix show or a song from the audiobook?
I don't think I ever specified.
Right, I'm trying to get you to. That's the whole point in this questioning, Justin.
There is an extremely definitive hint in one of the songs. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Is there any tool or equipment needed to locate the treasure before being able to retrieve it? That was mine. That was my
That
question.
felt like a sandal.
That felt like a sandal question.
I've mentioned that you don't need any specialized equipment, and I guess that begs the question, like, what is specialized?
Mm-hmm.
I would consider X-ray vision goggles to be specialized equipment. But you know, I wouldn't consider like hiking gear, you know, to be specialized equipment necessarily.
What would
So-
be a tool or equipment though? Not specialized equipment. But do you need any tool or equipment to spot the treasure before retrieving it?
I don't think I don't think I'm going to specify any further, but nothing specialized.
Cool. Do you recall seeing any specific animals while hiding your treasure?
I did see some animals. Yeah. What animals did I see? See, that's funny. Like if I said the animal that I saw,
That's why I asked
it could have a pretty profound impact on the search area.
That's why I asked
So
it.
I will have to decline. But it was an animal I was shocked to see, and it's the only time I've seen that animal in my life, like in nature.
All right. Don't kick me under the table for this one. Are you a Freemason?
I was. There's something called a demit process where you step away, and there were a number of personal reasons why I chose to do that. But yeah, I got my 32nd degree. I think it was 3 or 4 days after my 18th birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could any of that knowledge possibly factor into your treasure hiding and/or / poem or book of the hunt? Any of it?
You know, there's no knowledge that that would be privileged knowledge.
Okay.
I'll put it that way. I mean, the only knowledge that you'll need are things that you can do through basic web searches and just studying the poem. That's it.
Good answer. Good answer. You didn't kick me. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I was nervous for that one. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna like that one. So there was a recent local search and rescue effort in this area. Do you know if that was treasure hunt related?
No, it was not. It was actually, as I understand it, a woman who was intimately familiar with the area. She had hiked up in this region many times before, and she went hiking with her family, and I think there was some sleet or maybe some hail that came in, and the rest of the family turned back, but she wanted to keep going. And I think she got to the summit of one of the mountains, and then when she went to descend, she got turned around and went down a different way.
Oh goodness.
And so she ended up, she ended up spending the night. I think they found her the next morning, but no, not treasure related.
Okay. Okay. In your opinion, do you think there's a bunch of people or any people or a lot of people or a portion of people or a small portion, large portion, whatever portion of people that may be looking a little too deep? Like, is it simpler than people might think at times?
I mean, that's the tricky part with any obfuscated text, for instance. Like, how far is too far?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's sort of like you're out hiking and it's like, well, what's around the next bend, right? Like, how far is too far to go? And I think that line is different for everybody. So I'm hesitant to say that, you know, people are taking it to too much of an extreme. I don't think that's the case, but yeah, I mean, it's probably safe to say that people in certain areas are diving in much deeper than they need to.
Okay.
But I guess it's all a matter of perspective, you know?
So I have a final question for you, and then we're going to take some of the chat questions, and then there's something else after that, the surprise. But my final question, Justin, I've got to ask you, do you really think that someone can find your treasure?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, that I thought a lot about that during Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt, and I actually asked Forrest the same
That's
question.
why I asked. Come on, Justin. Obviously, that's
I'm
why
throwing
it's
the
my
ball
final
in.
question. That's what
Oh
you
my
asked
gosh.
Forrest.
It's a good question to ask, because you know, I don't think anybody wants to be involved in a treasure hunt where you can't find what you're looking for. That's just cruel. But this is approachable to the best of my abilities. You don't need an advanced degree to figure this out. And it's absolutely attainable. And I think I've said it before, I'm a little surprised that it hasn't been found quite yet. But we'll let it play out. I mean, I think people are making tangible progress. It's not like, you know, the globe is stalled out or anything like that.
Tangible progress. You guys are doing good.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, it's absolutely attainable, and it's just a matter of time.
Okay.
Yes.
Sweet. Awesome. It's
Yeah.
good to hear. So these are some of the questions that have come through the chat. So if you guys have questions, put them on there right now. If there's anything that you don't, that you know, just keep rolling the chat with questions in case she sees anything that's really important while I'm asking these. You can answer if you want. It's up to you. This is coming from there. Okay. Also up to you if you want to open it up for any of the live audience as far as answering questions.
Yeah.
So the last interview, you promised to update the errata page with the audiobook errors. Could you do that again?
Yes, thank you for the reminder. I'm actually going to make a note for myself because I forget these things.
Thank you. You're on it, chat.
Audio
Appreciate you
book.
guys. Are we tapping the screen? Is everybody tapping the screen? For those of you that don't know, real quick, while he's writing that down, if you want to register to win one of these signed by Justin books and smiley faced, you're gonna click the my face up there. It's above his head. My face is up there. Click my face, then you're gonna see a white box at the bottom of the screen. At the bottom of the screen, you're gonna see it says live event. Click that. It's October the 2nd. Will be the announcement made for the 3 winners of these books. If you're not registered in there, you're not in the win. You're not in to win it, homie. Your name's not Bennett. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right. Back at it. All right. You with me? We here?
I think I'm with you.
Bennett, are you in it? All right. Do any of the clues in the poem lead to locations that require a payment to enter?
Yeah, I think that question's been asked a number of times. I think I've provided all the clarity I want there. So I think we're good.
Okay.
For now.
Is the poem an instruction manual, a map, or both? That's interesting.
I mean, it's kind of it's an interesting question. I mean, in a way, a map can be an instruction manual.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, the answer is yeah. So that's the land. So I know people ask a lot about the status of the land, and you've constantly said it hasn't changed since you know of. It still hasn't changed, right? Or has the status of the land changed?
Not as far as I know.
Okay. Are there any conservation efforts in this hunt or treasure?
I mean, I think nature conservation is a theme of the treasure hunt. And it's something that I think is important, and I hope other people do too, but that's the extent of it.
All right. I've heard you been asked this before, but will you write another book? I think people like your book a lot more. You think it's good for like kindling and firewood and stuff. I've heard you say this so many times. People really like your book. Your stories are freaking great. Put numbers all over the screen if you like his book. 33s are great.
Oh. Thank you. I think you should write a book.
As soon as I find that treasure, homie, I gotta. I gotta.
I think everybody has, if they sit down and think about it, life experiences that are worth telling. So I would encourage everybody out there to, take a stab at it. It doesn't need to be Shakespeare, right? I mean, clearly, it doesn't need to be Shakespeare.
Honestly, though, Justin, your book really inspired me even more to write my book because of the way you did the stories. It just makes it a lot easier because I'm sitting here thinking, how do you tell your life story in a book? How do you do that? It's a lot. So to do the stories like that is great. It's great.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I really
Thank
love your
you.
book. I really love it.
I don't know. I mean, there's actually been a lot of people that have asked that, about writing another book. And, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, I don't want people getting an impression that, like, oh, great, now we got to buy another book to find this treasure, like...
14 books later,
yeah.
17 years, we still have not found the POSEY treasure.
So, maybe after it's found, that, it's totally unrelated to the treasure hunt, I might consider something, but it's not really at the top of my list right now.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Has the bride ever been alive? You don't have to answer if you don't want. That's just one that came in the chat.
Yeah. I guess it kind of depends on how you define the term alive. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
Okay, that's a good answer.
That's exciting for that one.
That's a good answer. So,
Are we talking backwards now?
how many clock times are in the Netflix series? 7 or 8?
Oh, wow, that's a really good question. And this is actually why I think some clarity that I mentioned earlier might be important. The lower the number, the better. We'll say that.
The lower the number, the better. That was kind of cryptic or really obvious.
I tried.
Something. That was something. How did you formulate your chapter titles?
People laugh, but I'm a big Seinfeld fan, and so when I had first thought about the chapter titles, I wanted them to have kind of a Seinfeld feel to them. But yeah, at some point I kind of shied away from that a little bit, but still maybe reminiscent of that.
That's why I didn't get it, because I don't like Seinfeld.
Well, see, I knew I didn't like you.
Oh my goodness, that was a clue. See what I did there? Play with me and tell me there's no red herrings and stuff. All right, so Justin. Okay, so I've heard you mention a few times. Wait. Audience questions. I'm about to cut y'all out of this. I acted like y'all weren't even here. Like I couldn't even see y'all. So is there anybody here that's got questions in the live audience or did you want to open that up for
Sure,
some?
yeah.
Okay. Any questions? We'll take a few.
Yeah, I have 3.
Okay. She's like, I'll take all 3 of those right now. I'll be the few. The few, the proud, the many. Let's go.
The first one is, can the poem be solved in isolation using a mathematical flow equation?
Using a mathematical flow equation? That sounds like something that requires a math degree.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, second question. Will finding the hypotenuse of a triangulated search area help someone find the location of the checkpoint or the treasure?
Will finding the hypotenuse of a triangulated area help somebody find the location of the treasure?
Or checkpoint?
I haven't specified.
Okay, my third question is, do you prefer warheads or pop rocks?
Warheads or pop rocks? You know what's funny? I've never had pop rocks.
Well, did you bring some? Please tell me you brought both these candies in order for him to try it. If you've never had Pop Rocks?
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Does anybody have Pop Rocks in their bag? That would be so great.
We'll say TBD. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right. That's great. Okay.
Justin, are you married?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
Yeah.
Anybody else? She really took all few. Okay. Nobody else has any questions? Okay, so.
Oh, I do actually have one.
Okay.
And we talked about this in the past. The high clearance, low clearance vehicle question. Most of the BLM lands are muddy and ruddy, and depending on the time of year, they might not be as accessible. I'm just wondering if your definition of a low clearance vehicle would include BLM dirt roads that get a little gamey at times.
Would my definition of a low clearance vehicle include roads that get a little gamey sometimes or just muddy? Yeah, I mean, I think under normal operating conditions, a BLM road, as you mentioned, would be fair game that's passable by an average vehicle. You don't need 4-wheel drive. You don't need
Prius. Can a Prius make it? Can a Prius.
Yeah, I think a Prius.
Prii.
A Prius would be
Multiple
fine.
Prii.
Yeah.
Caravan of Prii. Sorry. There's somebody else in the room with a Prius. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm trying to think of something that's lower clearance than a Prius.
My car's not this far off the ground. I swung.
You could go get the treasure with like a serious lowrider.
Oh,
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah.
Would the Celica have made it?
If a lowrider, a
The
serious
Celica would
lowrider?
absolutely have made it. Yeah.
Wow, that's actually a good clue.
Ferrari.
A
That's
Ferrari
actually
could
good.
make it. Yes.
That's actually a really good clue. I'm happy to hear that.
You're welcome.
So thank you. So I've heard that you're pretty bummed out that you can't search for your own treasure. So I've prepared a little something for you. Here's a poem. And I'm gonna see chat. I want you guys to put in the chat. Everybody comment how long you think it's gonna take Justin to decipher and find the treasure. You're going on a treasure hunt, buddy. All right, I'm gonna say the poem out loud, and then we're gonna give it to him and let him look at it. He might not. It's gonna take. I'm guessing 37 seconds. Okay, that's how long it's gonna take him. But guys, put your guesses in the chat. How long you think it's gonna take?
I think you're about to realize how obtuse I am.
Okay. All right. So here's the poem. It's called Within the Lodge Walls.
Alluring. Yes. Okay.
Can you find what lies behind a flip of a page, a moment in time? The notes will go where hot water flows. What you seek, I already know.
Wait, what? Is this an interactive hunt?
I'm gonna follow you around the room with the live stream.
Oh boy.
It's pretty. Don't make it too deep, Justin.
A flip of a page, a moment in time. The notes will go where hot water flows. Yeah, I'm thinking like, is this on the toilet seat or something? Behind
Let's
the
go
toilet?
look. Let's go
We're
look.
going to the toilet.
Well, let's go to the toilet. If that's where you want to go.
This is not on my bingo card today.
Hold on, let me flip this around real quick.
Am I really going to the toilet?
Be careful what you look for.
We're going to the toilet. We're going to the toilet. Is there a treasure in there? Just look at you. This is your first idea. I'll tell you it's on the first floor. We're not going upstairs. I'll tell you that. Okay, that's good. That helps it a little bit, right? And you can't go in any areas that you can't go in. So you gotta be in the area that's
Yeah.
free to walk around.
Where hot water flows.
We're gonna give it away if you don't sit down.
I think there's people in your audience who haven't looked to them for clues because they've already figured it out.
You already know.
There's people over there that are like, wait, buddy, look at me pointing to you. Where you
I told you you'd find out how obtuse I am. Hot water flows. Like where?
What could be hot water? It's not a
Coffee,
bathroom.
hot water.
Is this a radiator? What is this?
Is it?
What?
Is it a radiator?
Is it?
Is it required advanced degree?
Is this an advanced degree?
You got me there. The notes will go where hot water flows. What you seek, guardian. Is this in a one of the encyclopedia, or is this?
Maybe you should investigate the area, Justin.
Where does it go?
Are you really a treasure hunter?
I see pipes.
Guys, can we tap the screen? Let's get to 100,000 taps. You see pipes? Keep reading the poem. Keep looking.
Where hot water flows, what you seek, I already know. Is it? I can't
Go back there. I don't know. Does this look like?
Boy, what is this?
Gold.
Whoa,
Again.
that is pretty fancy.
There's more. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Hey,
What is
it?
Whoa. See, now I can say I found a treasure in my life.
So the rest of that we'll save for off TikTok. We'll show it to the YouTube. But if you can take this over here and look at it if you want. But the rest is not
Thank
stuff
you,
that can
Sandra.
go on TikTok. But it leads to another story. So
I love
after
how
we
my
end
first
the live stream-
inclination was to go to the commode.
All right. So so basically the other part of it, there might be an extra story if you feel like telling another story from the rest of the treasure, but we can't share that one on TikTok. That'll be on the replay on YouTube.
Yeah, that's probably not PC. Oh, super cool. Are these aspens?
Yes, they are. Yes, they're aspen leaves.
That's really cool. Twix?
It's just gold. It's gold chocolate.
9 o'clock time? Does that mean something?
Yeah, it does. Absolutely does. Every clock in this series means something.
All right, that's a...
Not everything in here means something.
This might
They're all
be-
clues. Everything in this box is a clue. Write it down, people. I'm kidding.
This is the magic wand here.
That's your, yeah. This is, in case they can't see, this is an elkhorn with a grasshopper.
That is really cool. Did you make this?
Yes.
Thank you.
And we had a lot
It's all
of
gold.
different things were contributed from Debbie at the bookstore,
Wow.
Ashley. Yes.
Well, I'm digging it. Thank you guys.
Yes. Yes.
Got a
We
raw
just.
hot dog in there.
I was gonna put a raw hot dog, but I didn't know I was gonna be able to tell that story. So the raw dog was left out. I was really gonna put a raw dog in there. I really was. But I didn't know we were telling that
Got
story.
jewelry. Put it on.
Yeah.
You know it's your style.
Stylish.
Yeah.
It's more like a bracelet.
Yeah. Well, there's actually there's a.
Whoa.
That's for the hot springs.
That's your golden swim pad.
That's the dragon
golden
bracelet.
swim pass.
That's the
Are you
dragon
serious?
bracelet.
I can
The
soak
golden
now?
swim pass for the hot springs. That's the equivalent of the dragon bracelet.
I haven't soaked in that hot spring for like 6 years now or something. It's been quite a while. I know, I'm overdue.
Well, then you should definitely.
Whoa.
It's just, a treasure.
Oh, this is really cool. Golden pocket knife. Oh my gosh, this is full of stuff.
Yeah, you can just kind of pull it.
Did this come from Crystal
Yes,
Park?
every crystal in there came from Crystal
Oh,
Park.
that's cool.
I'm a
Spooky
little
crystal.
upset that this is sliding over right now.
Ah, we can fix
I'll
that.
fix it, yeah. It literally broke right before you were due to be here, and I was running around trying to fix it last second. So I dropped
Candies?
it.
Whoa, do I see gold nuggets?
Yeah,
Come
those are real
on.
gold nuggets. I found those here in the valley. Dug them out myself.
They're so heavy.
I was boots on the ground when I found those. Absolutely. Figured I'd give them to you though,
Well, you're
I didn't
retired
keep
now
them
then.
for
huh?
myself. Exactly.
That's cool.
I just, turn to the other side. That's from Debbie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It says book.
It's a book. It's a book. Says book.
Oh, this is neat. Oh, that's really cool.
That's from Debbie too.
It's a dog pen.
Yeah. It's golden too. It was perfect. It was like, oh, it's a golden book.
Oh
How
my
long
gosh.
did it take you to put this together?
Yeah, really.
I got the divine idea just a couple of days ago, less than 48 hours ago, and I did most of it yesterday. But Ashley was a major help. Brandon constantly going back and forth, and
Is this
Ashley
a
and-
seashell?
Yes, that actually was a hair charm in my hair for like 3 years. So it's part of me, Justin.
Part of the sandal.
Thought I'd spray paint it gold for you.
Gold coins?
Yeah, well, those are that's real gold.
Of
It's real
course.
gold in the form of a quarter diamond nickel. Shh, federal. Is that legal? She's like, shh, I didn't spray paint money.
This has been enhanced, not defaced. There's a
Yes,
big difference.
absolutely. And if you can keep digging if you want. You don't have to. I just wanted
this
you
is
to.
cool.
just
Thank you
wanted
guys.
You to be able to hunt a treasure of your own.
Well, see, like I said, now I can finally say I found a treasure in my life.
That's worth a lot on eBay.
It wasn't in the toilet.
Yeah.
The treasure that wasn't in the toilet.
Oh, another crystal too.
I think there's 3 in there.
Thank
2 from
you.
Ashley, 1 from me, all from Crystal Park.
Where did you find the aspen leaves?
Right here in the driveway.
I figure you had to go far.
Yeah.
But these are choice.
Yeah, they're beautiful, right?
They are. Oh, and the sticker is cool.
The sticker, that's from Debbie.
I thought so. If I can get it out.
Yeah.
Come on.
And the box, this box was Ashley's daughter.
Says Montana the treasure state. Is that a hint?
Is it a hit?
I don't know. Is
You
it?
tell us.
Is it a hit? And then there's a buffalo. That's my whole community. So for those of you that don't know me and my community, we are Buffy. The buffalo is the only animal in the animal kingdom that runs into the storm instead of away from the storm. So we do try to embody that here and living and doing uncomfortable things and
Thank you.
getting, yes, absolutely.
That's really kind.
So, question, will you be auctioning this off
Yes.
or rehiding it?
Okay.
That's a good question. Auction or rehide? That's a tough choice. I might have to keep it, actually. I think I'm going to keep this.
I was like, if he wants to keep it forever, it's gonna be so sweet. But at the same time, I was like, watch him say, okay, guys, this is gonna be the 4th giveaway. As soon as he opens it up, this will be the 4th giveaway for the 3 books, and then we'll be giving away this treasure as well. But yeah, no,
I might
this
hide
is...
one of the leaves. I'll put it within a mile radius. And I'll put my initials on it. So the first person to find that.
So I am going to be ending the live stream here in just a second, but I will tell you there's going to be a little bit more of this that you're not going to catch on this live stream. So you're going to have to watch the replay on YouTube to get the rest of what's over there in that treasure, because it's AI does not allow it on TikTok.
Oh.
So bye TikTok. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you everybody for coming, tapping, sharing, commenting, gifting, all of the things. Justin, thank you
Thank
so
you, Sandal.
so much. So much. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, wait, I forgot I had to save this question for the end. Is there any form of bribery that would work to get, I knew you might feel differently about me after this, to get you to tell us where the treasure container is or another clue about it?
Well, why don't we weigh these?
The nuggets, the gold nuggets. We're gonna weigh the gold.
And the potential for a hint will be directly correlated to the weight of these. How's that?
Oh, that sounds big, guys. That sounds big. We'll get back to you on the way to those nuggets. TikTok, thank you, though. Seriously. Thank you for being here. Thanks for tapping, sharing, commenting, gifting, all the things. Buffy, I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. And make sure to catch the replay on my YouTube. Thank you, guys.
All right.
You. I'm going to end it eventually.
Got so quiet now.
So now,
Yeah.
now,
No, that was good.
Justin, you have another
That was
story
really
to
good.
tell. You got to go find the rest of that treasure. Then there's another story connected to it. There's another story.
Why, you can give the real clue.
Another really good story.
Story. Tell the pickle story now.
Yeah, right. And we can get the pickle story. Are we? Okay, so yeah, we'll just let him bring it all over. There's 3 things. There's that. Yes, I did. You're supposed to be in there, but you can't show it on TikTok.
Is it raw dog wine?
Is it close? You're about to hear a good story about this wine. Close. That's it's listen, it might be a raccoon, but it's supposed to be a badger, and that's a point too. Because I had a dream about his badger, and it was not a badger in my dream, but I knew it was Justin's badger.
More like a Wolverine.
Yeah, something. Or a puppet.
Oh, thank you.
So what's the name? Can you read us the name of that wine, Justin? Could you pronounce that for us? What's that wine that I gave you?
Hey, this is Menage a Trois.
I love that.
How do you say it? Hold on. I don't think that's how it's pronounced. Hold up. That's not how it's pronounced, Justin. That's not what you told me the other day. That's your favorite wine. What'd you tell me the name of your favorite wine was?
Well, let me back up. Let me back up. In my younger years, I attended a Microsoft executive holiday party, and I somehow got stuck talking to a group of execs, and they were chatting about wine, and it's like, well, I mean, how hard can this be? I know wine, it's fine.
I know.
So they're talking about their vintages, and and so I felt like I had to contribute somehow, right? So it's like, well,
This is like my second favorite story of all time.
I had a good wine recently. It's a red. I said it's called Menage a Twat.
Ice broken.
So, Justin's favorite wine, guys, Menage a Twat. Just for you. Just for you, Justin.
To be fair, like, this is how I had always pronounced it. I thought that's the way you pronounced it, you know? And no one had ever really corrected me. That was pretty abrupt change in conversation, as you can imagine.
At Microsoft, this was?
Yeah. So I was like, exit stage left.
Exit, right, left, out of here, bathroom, toilet. Can I get in the toilet?
It was a bad situation.
Menage a Twat. Love it. So I got you a bottle, you know, with a little
Thank
cowboy
you.
hat stopper, all solid gold.
that's great.
With your badger.
I was wondering.
It's a skunk, I think. But, you know, I had to look up. You saw me have to look up what a badger looked like on my live stream. Literally,
That's actually pretty close.
I had to Google what a badger looked like. So in my defense, I mean, a skunk works, you know. But I have a scale here to weigh those gold nuggets.
Well, you're not messing around.
Could we get some clues? We need clues. What'd you say about those nuggets in the weight?
What's the density of gold?
That's a good question. Anybody?
What was the question?
Density of gold, anybody? Got some real smart people in the chat. Appreciate y'all. You're making me look bad. I was hoping y'all could just help me so I didn't have to say it, you know?
We just know it's AU.
All
I think
know
we
is
ended
in
up
movies,
with-
they bite it for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you bite those? You want to bite one of those? Please don't. Please don't.
Well, we ended up with 30
Those are
grams
expensive.
total.
30 grams. Not 33
No, it's
or
30.
42.
This is
It's
close.
30. All right, just checking. Just checking.
19.32 grams.
Maybe we should add the coins. Add the gold coins to the nuggets and see where we end up with the coins and the nuggets.
Oh, we gotta tear this. Hold on.
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't
There we
know
go.
that. Maybe that was the problem.
Sandal, do you need the crystals too?
The crystals are valuable.
No, 36.
Do you need the crystals due to 42?
Oh, they could be a 42.
With the crystal's probably heavier.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
already at
jeez.
almost 50.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to 42. I'm trying.
Let's go with the coins.
I think that's gonna be
some
over
gold
too.
coins.
52.
52.
So sorry.
The shell.
Michelle.
38!
She's trying.
All right, go. 41.
41.
42! 42! For some reason, 42 just keeps coming up in this interview. I can't figure out why. It's almost like it just popped up, you know? Like I didn't even have to do anything to get it. I don't even know how that just happened.
I'm trying to decipher this hint. So it's where the
It's 42. It's
where
a
the-
42.
Where the pine cone meets the clock
With
with the seashell.
the gold. At the gold. The gold's the most important part. It's all gold. Clearly, there's a common denominator to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It's the study
Whose is
guide.
this?
This is,
Nice.
there's clearly,
Nice.
clearly the gold is the common denominator of all of it.
Well, what are you doing here?
What
I
am
think
I-
you got this figured out.
I think I'm about to go pick up a treasure. I'll let you know when I find it. Thank you guys for being here. If you're here on the YouTube, if you came for the TikTok, thank you. But for the YouTube, thank you. Consider subscribing. Appreciate everything. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Sam.
What an
All
awesome.
right.
Woo!